Okay, welcome everybody to FTR Tier 2 France. We have Top Dog, Sergeant Panda, AP, Mark O's, Marco 2, Salzmeister Ron, Jacques Slater, Teacher, Nick Gishan, Dan, Tenable, Porter, and Brad. Q1 is about to start. Cars are starting to leave the pit right now. Let's see what's happening. Everything's enabled. Tires, so everybody's going on the soft tires by the looks of it. We've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 drivers. That means everybody gets a free Q1. So we'll follow Ron on his lap as he's the first driver out. Let's see how he progresses. Let's see how teacher goes, Arnie. I don't think the guys are going to set ridiculous laps in Q1. As I said, we've got 12 drivers, so it's basically a free Q1 for everybody. So I think the guys are just going to feel their way into the race this evening, or into qualifying, and just feel their way around the track and then probably retire. That looks like Nick is passing, so let's go on Nick, because Nick will start this lap first. So I'm thinking Turnable looked good in time trial, so I think Turnable's looking out for Turnable to set a really good time to challenge Top Dog and Nick Easton for pole this evening. We're missing on the post this evening. We unfortunately hit by load shedding again. ESCOM always up to their tricks exactly on race night. They decide to implement load shedding, so that's terrible. Let's see Nick starting his lap right now. Let's see Nick's first corner. He hooks it up nicely. Nice and tight, nice and early on the power, taking it a bit easy on the exit just to make sure he doesn't lose the car. As I said, it's a free Q1. But so far looking good from Nick, looking really confident. Nick approaching the first or second DRS zone, DRS wide open. Nick setting a purple sector 2. Looks like most of the cars are out on track. We'll just wait for Nick to finish his lap and then we'll jump onto Ron to see what time Ron's doing compared to Nick's time. Nick setting a 130, I think that's a very easy lap by Nick. I'm expecting low 129s or 128s this evening. Ron setting a 132, so that's taking it really easy, being comfortable around the track. There's just no risk of being dropped in Q1. Got Top Dog on the lap. Let's see where's Top Dog at. Okay, he's still in pits. Okay, Ron finished his lap. We got Sergeant Panda that's about to finish his lap as well. Some nice camera angles there from Sergeant Panda for the Alpine. So we've got Sergeant Panda. Did he validate his lap or did he just start his lap now? Looks like he's just starting, so we'll follow him around for his lap. Going on the mediums, trying to reserve his softs for Q2 and Q3. So far, the guys not really pushing with the 130s, 132s, not really at risk, obviously, of getting the drop. So I think we're going to see relatively a lot of sandbagging for Q1 session. Let's see what Panda crosses the line on. Yeah, 1219. Okay, so let's run through the list quickly. So far, we've got Turnable on the 130.3, Nick Eason on 130.5. We've got Sergeant Panda on the 131.9, Ron on the 132, Both on the 132. Top Dog still going to set his lap. She was out on track, so both to set the time already. Okay, let's watch Top Dog. Looks like Top Dog invalidated before he even started his lap. I don't think his lap's gonna count. Dan sitting 140, taking it really easy. Got Salzmeister still sitting pits. We got Teacher coming out. Let's watch Teacher. He should be finishing his lap. Teacher sitting on 131.6, not too bad. What else have we got? We've got Salzmeister now going to cut on his out lap. Let's see if Top Dog's going to sit another lap. It's only Top Dog, Salz, and Brad that's here to sit a lap. Brad's still sitting in pits. Let's hope we can get everybody to set a lap so that we can retire from Q1 and then move on to the interesting part where we can start losing people in Q2. Okay, so we're gonna follow Top Dog around the track and see how comfortable he is or he ducks into the pits. Okay, let's see. Salzmeister's on the outlap. Okay. Sal's currently on the start finish straight. Let's see how confident he is on his first corner. Slightly missing the apex, bringing it back nicely to the second corner, early on the power. I think he wants to cut that corner just slightly bit more. It's still decent. Getting that rotation. Okay, Top Dog going again out, sitting his outlap as he hasn't set the time yet. We're still waiting for Brad as he's sitting in pits. I think the rest of the guys can probably retire. That has set the lap already. See what Falls crosses the line on. So it'll probably be 132, 132.3 by Falls. Okay, who's on the outlap? So we've got Brad on the outlap and we've got Top Dog. I think Top Dog is closest to starting his lap. We'll follow Top Dog for his lap. Catch the first and second corner nicely. Keeps it nice and tight around corners 3, 4 and 5. So 6 is a very tricky corner with traction. Here is wide open for Top Dog. Looks like he's pushing on the slab. Unlucky Stoffel with your power outage this evening, my friend. Some valuable points lost this evening in the fight for the championship. Let's hope Brad brings the flames tonight for Alpha Tauri, as Shakes is not in tonight as well, so at some points lost for Alpha Tauri guys, so hopefully Brad can bring it home for the Alpha Tauri boys this evening. So let's see what Top Dog crosses the line with. It is a 1319. Let's jump over to Brad. We're going to get nice points tonight without me and oh no. Yeah, no, definitely. Okay, let's jump over to Brad. So I think Brad's just taking it very easy as he's on his medium tires, probably reserving his softer tires for Q2 and Q3. Brad crosses the line on the 132.3, not too bad for the medium tires. Okay, so now we're just waiting for the rest of the guys to retire that's in pit, and then Brad can make his way to the pit and retire so we can boost to Q2. Does anybody have insight on what the weather conditions are like for the race this evening? It would be great to know if there's any rain expected in any of the sessions. Anybody has insight that's maybe driving this evening that's spectating the stream? Okay, thanks there, Sublime Film. Marcel says rain for the race. That should make things interesting if that holds true. Yeah, no, definitely. I think with Shakes being out and Honor being out, it's definitely relieving some pressure for Nick Turnbull, Top Dog, and I think the other guys as well to get on the podium this evening. That should definitely make it interesting, Marcel. Rain towards the end, guys getting used to the dry condition and then having to adapt midway through the race on the rain, on the intensive wets. That should be interesting for when the guys are going to pit. So maybe the guys that doesn't make the top 10 should start on the hards, try to last out till the rain comes and then maybe pit for the inters or even mediums if it can make it. So we'll see how the strategy plays out with the rain coming halfway through the race. That should make things really interesting. We have safety cars on again this evening. I think 2 races ago we took safety car off as it was causing issues for the lobby. Works smoothly without the safety car, but I guess it's just not the same without the safety car, and it doesn't allow the pack to punch up when we do have an incident. So yeah, it's a bit of an issue, but I think safety car is part of the sport, and I think it makes things interesting. So it's an element that definitely is missed when it's not there, although it causes so much issues. I think it's better than to have it on than to have it off, and they have these big gaps between cars because if you get safety cars, it upsets pit strategies and basically brings penalties into play. So yeah, that's definitely the reason why we have the safety car on again. It's just made for some dull racing when we turned it off. Safety car restarts are always interesting. Okay, we're just waiting for Salzmeister to retire so we can move on to Q2. Salz, if you're watching the stream, kindly please retire. Nothing yet. Okay, so let's go through the list so far. So as I said in the beginning of the stream, we've only got 12 drivers, so obviously nobody of risk of getting the drop in Q1. So we've got Turnable that sits the fastest so far, although I know the guys are sandbagging with a 130.3. We've got Nick Gieson on the 130.5, okay, Souls is retired. Then we've got Teacher on 131.6. We've got Top Dog on the 131.9. Shark Slater on the 130.9. Sergeant Panda 130.9. So those guys are very close, or basically sandbag more or less the same. Then we've got Run with a 132, Porter with a 132, Brad with a 132, Sauls with a 132, I don't know what's his name, AMP, Mog, O2I, and then Dan on the 132 as well. Right, we're about to start Q2, so this is where we'll start seeing the guys through pace. I'm expecting low 129s, mid 129s maybe in Q2, and then Q3 I'm expecting about maybe a high 128 for pole. Okay, we'll just wait for the first driver to lead the pit and we'll follow him around for his lap. See what the guys are going on. Okay, so broadcast, fire, okay. Nah, I think we will see 128. I think we'll get in the 128, tie 128, hopefully. All the 129s. It should be Paul. I think Nick Turnable. Um, who else is there? So I'm looking at Top Dog. Teacher, maybe. Nick, definitely. Let's see what Brian can do tonight. Let's see who we are going out at this point in time. Okay, so we have Nick going out first. I think there's a Ferrari in front of him. It's Turnable, so let's stick with Turnable. Let's see how Turnable does. So Turnable on the mediums. So let's just run through the tire choices. So Top Dog opting to qualify on the mediums, Pan on the softs, AMP Marg or AP Marg on the softs, Salzmeister on the mediums, Ron on the mediums, Shark Slater on the softs. We've got Teach on the mediums, Nick Gieson on the mediums, Dan on the mediums, Turnable on the mediums, Port on the mediums, and we've got Brad still sitting in the pit on the softs. So let's see if he changes his tire option. I doubt it. Apologies, I just got a call from Avalanche. If you are creative, he might join us in the combox this evening, so let's hope you can join us. It's a lonely show tonight, so I'm hoping you can join us. Okay, added into the party. Okay, so let's observe Turnable's lap. Sorry, I missed the beginning of his lap. So let's see what his sector 1 times is. It's a 22.7. Nearly losing the car stepping out slightly on the exit of turn 6, I think. Theoris wide open. Aston Martin moving nicely out of the way for him. So let's see what the sector 2 time is going to be. 50 flat. So difficult corner also on traction on the exit. Cars rear skipping out slightly again. But so far looking good for Turnable. Keeping it nice and tight. Second gear for the rotation. Coming towards the Theoris. Theoris wide open. Let's see what he crosses the line with. Hey, 131.2 on the mediums. Not too bad, I think. Not too bad at all on the mediums. Okay, so we've got, let's use next. We've got Top Dog crossing the line on the 131.7 on the mediums. Got Top Dog moving out of the way now for Jacques Slater, who set a 132 on the softs. So the guys on the mediums doing really well to beat Jacques Slater there. Only 2 guys leaving us in Q2. I think Jacques, if he's running a 132 on the softs, he might have to go again. We've got Pando with a 132 flat as well on the mediums, or on the soft, sorry. We've got AP Margot, which set a 133 on the soft, so I think he definitely has to go again. Let's just see who's still on the lap here. We've got Nick Heeshen on the lap. Let's see what Nick is doing. So Nick's invalidated his lap again. So we've got Souls on the out lap, and we've got Boerter. Let's jump over to Boerter as he's finishing his lap. He crosses the line with a 132.2. Let's see where that puts him. That puts him in P6 so far. How's it, Avalanche? What a welcome. You're very welcome to join me. It's been lonely out here.
I felt sorry for you, and if I could just get a game invite, that would be cool.
No problem, I'll send you that shortly.
Thanks, man.
There we go, invite sent. So we're currently in Q2. We've got Souls now. Let's see if Nick's going to set another lap. So Nick just started his second lap on his mediums as he invalidated his first lap. Looking nice and smooth through turn 1 and 2. Keeping it nice and tight. Great turn 3 and 4, keeping it tight. Jacques Slater nearly getting this way, but just getting out of the way in time. Thank goodness, because that would have wasted another lap for Nick on his tires.
Maybe you shouldn't invalidate his first lap then.
Yeah, true, eh? But we know this track has fast sweeping corners, so it's not difficult to invalidate the lap, you know. If you want to set a good time, you really have to cut the curves on this track.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Alright, let me just get in here with you. Alright.
So Nick looking really smooth.
Yeah, so the time from Brad on the one, so Brad's decided to go for the softs option to start with. I think actually that's a very good choice. I saw a bit of weather forecasts on YouTube, so you definitely want to maybe start on the softs and pop another brand new set of mediums on and wait for the rain to come where, yeah, I'm not sure. But anyway, Tunable is showing some good pace on the 121, 132.
Yeah, no, definitely on the mediums as well. That's a very good time.
Underrated is Jock. Jock Slater, he races with me in another league. He's my teammate. Well, that season is finished now. And yeah, a very good driver, Jock. Performed very well in the other league.
So
And,
Nick's setting a very good time on the mediums as well, on Owen tires as well, which is the 131.6.
yeah, the problem is he's done 3 laps on those tires,
Yeah.
which is obviously not ideal for him. But with rain coming, it might just save him slightly.
Yeah.
Top Dog on a 137.60. If you look at the medium times, Tunable obviously taking a punch there from to everyone. Nick 4/10ths down of him.
Yeah.
Top Dog, he's another 10th down on Nick. And then you've got Teacher with a 132.1. I would expect Teacher to probably get into the 131s. He's going for another lap, so I'll keep you up to date on what's going on with him if he's up or
Yeah.
down. And then you
I'll
can
follow
jump on with
Souls.
him.
I'll follow Souls. I
Yeah.
think Souls is basically on his left now, currently coming towards the. Yeah, just coming
Try
towards
to
the end
follow
of sector
Souls
1.
in the pits as well, so you can just retire from Q1 maybe. That would be
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. Okay, Souls
Right.
invalidated his lap. So let me. I see Ron said 3 laps as well on these mediums, also struggling with invalidations most likely.
Yeah, you know what? I think it's this time of the season now where everyone is. I would almost say it's been and yeah, Teacher's going to go for another lap. He's probably going to duck into the pits.
Yeah.
But I think everyone is. It's been a long season. I mean, 18 races. That's quite long.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about other leagues, but the general feeling is 12, 13 races. Then you know you restart and reboot, have another season. I think it's very demoralizing, and I think especially in Division 2, a guy like Geert Botha, a guy like Dan joined us quite late in the season. For him to try to catch up, you know, in a lengthy season like this, trying to catch up and make some points and get into the top 3, I think it's very frustrating.
Yeah. So can I pick your brain? Seeing that you mentioned it now, I'm thinking because you mentioned it, just some insight maybe for next season, maybe just some insight. I know nothing's confirmed yet. Are you looking at a shorter calendar for us next season?
I tell you what, I spent the whole day today on season 5 for next season, and the more you work on it, the more ideas come to mind. I know as a management team we've made some changes of what we think is going to be easier to manage. Ooh, that was almost Salzmeister. He's in sector 1 at the moment. So I'm keeping an eye on him. He tried to curve slightly then. On these cars you don't really want to get. I know these skirts are quite flat, but depending on spring stiffness, the rear can step outside. He's half a tenth up, Salts, so that will take him to the 132s. Dan is in a bit of trouble here. He's on an out lap. He's going to start his lap.
Yeah.
So yeah, getting back to season 5, I think we need to do something different. I think we need to review the team principal role. We need to review the amount of races in the season. We need to review the teammate situation. So there's a lot of ideas that popped up. I know I've shared a lot with you guys. You guys came up with some great ideas. So definitely expect a shorter season for season 5. We need to get to October next year, or July, more or less, August, thereabout, for the new game.
Yeah.
So we can easily fit maybe 2 seasons still in before the new game. So, but definitely a shorter season.
Yeah.
Definitely, it's definitely not going to be as long as this.
I mean, speaking from personal experience, I know man yourself had a tough season, not particularly with pace. Yeah, not particularly struggling with pace, but just losing the car, losing the rear, spinning out. You know, it's been.
I think it's all
been
confidence.
hectic.
I don't think it's definitely between me and you. I don't think it's a pace problem for me or you. You've proven that in qualifying sessions where you got into the top 3 regularly. I had a couple of top 3 starts. I think it's just confidence in the car, knowing when to push and when not to push. And the moment I think I can push, then I lose the rear and I end up in a wall. And I think it's the same with you. So to have a long season and battle your way through, I think it can get very demoralizing. So yeah, definitely a shorter season for next season.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be early in the new year. We're gonna kick it off.
Let's see if Dan can take himself out of the drop zone. He's about to cross the line. Yes, he does, for the 132.1.
Yeah, so Souls is also on a lap. I'll give you his sector 2 times now. He was up in sector 1 by half a tenth. He's in sector 2. Lost a bit of time in sector 2, so he's about square. So I don't think, unless he's got a mega sector 3, it's going to displace Ron.
Otherwise, I would, if I was him, I'd duck into the pits, jump on that medium so that softs again, and just try to get myself through to Q3.
Yeah, I mean, look, there is over 9 minutes left in the session, so there's plenty of time left for the guys.
No, there's 2 minutes left on my screen. I think you're a bit bugged there. It's 2 minutes, 50 seconds left.
I was just thinking, this takes
Codemasters.
forever.
Yeah,
Wow.
Codemasters.
Alright. Well, Appmar's also, I mean, well done, Appmar. I tell you what a good lap by the lad. 132.1. I actually had a chat with him yesterday, working on some stuff that he wants to bring to the league, so very excited for that. But wow, what a lap. That's good. So that pushes down, and Berta's retired. I mean, he's not going to set another lap. He's definitely Ron's in the pits. On my screen, Souls is in the pits.
Yeah.
No,
You know,
Ron's just
Berta has a time when he said if he believes he hit the target and it's not going to make it through, he's not going to change his tyre choice. He normally sticks to his tyre choice.
I've seen that in the other league as well. He goes out, he puts a lap up, and he thinks to himself, you know what, I'm probably not going to go faster than that. So that's just me. Let's bank it. And you know what? He's had some good race starts and some good, but also he's also battling with during the race when to push and when not to push.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's a good thing to start on fresh boots, especially with a 12 driver field. I'm not sure where the rest is. So we're supposed to be very close to 18 drivers. So that's a bit ridiculous.
Hey, and I was looking forward to France tomorrow night. I took a nice break from Singapore. Glad I took a break watching the race on the stream. I'm super happy I took a break. Refresh for France and Eskom beats me.
I've been threatening to take breaks since the break really that we had, and obviously the Red Bull team is still in with a small chance of winning the World Championship, so you don't really want to miss a race just in case you have some good luck on your side. So it's all to play for in the constructors between Red Bull and AlphaTauri. Obviously a very strange week this week because we don't have Shakes around.
Yeah.
We don't have Arno around, so it's only opportunity for both teams to score big points tonight here, losing out with Arno and Shakes not being here. And then obviously Josh having a race ban for tomorrow, so it's only Bob that's gonna so hopefully, but between myself and Glitch we can at least score some kind of points to bring that gap down. With only 4 races to go, we've got Mexico after this, then we have Imola, Portimao and Jeddah. So,
So Ron currently in danger of getting the drop. Charles look like he's definitely out. I think Charles will start on the mediums. Let's see if Ron can rescue himself here and push somebody else into the drop here.
I'll have a look at his sector 2 times. What Ron's probably going to do is he's just going to hang it in there, let the car do the work. There we go. Traction control, you beauty. Alright. Let's see if he's up or down. Half a 10 up.
Yeah, so he's looking good.
Yeah, that will take. Yeah, look. I mean, he needs 5,000ths of a second.
Yeah.
To really get himself through. So he shouldn't mess this up somewhere.
So they've worked a strong wall and strong head. She's out.
Mr. Boats. Boats.
That should be his qualifying done. If Ron just keeps it together and brings it home, of course. Obviously, this lap is not done. Anything can still happen.
Yeah,
bring it into the last corner now.
This corner too much, invalidate it. You can spin out. Yeah, there's so many things to happen. Yeah.
Well, it looks like he's good. Looks like he's going to push through. Yes, he does with a 131. Brilliant. Well done.
Yeah, I tell you what.
Jumps into P3.
Yeah. Wow. To be 5/10 off Brad, that's a good run by Ron, eh? Yeah.
And a pressure left as well.
Yeah, so Sean Esichonik is busy with work at the moment, so he'll only be back next week, so he's missed a couple of races. But yeah, hopefully Ron can make some good points here for the Mercedes team. Next year also we're going to start having a look at most improved driver of the season, so we'll have a look at something like that.
So far for me, Turnbull and Ron has really been improving as the season's been moving on. I mean, Ron was struggling last season. Looks like the new game, he's finding himself in the new game. He's had a couple of good races. He's had a couple of podiums already. Turnbull in the last 3 races has been showing good pace, surprising a lot of guys with his qualifying pace and his race pace. Sometimes ruining his own race like myself and you do by pushing a bit too much and then losing the rear.
I think what you need to realize with Turnbull is that he's been driving with brake assists on medium. Most of the time, and then slowly when he started joining leagues, all the leagues are moving the direction where So before we get to that, just have a look. We're losing Buerta, we're losing
Souls.
Soulsmeister, and so we're going to have Tunable, Nick, and Teacher on the
Did you see that?
starting.
So Top Dog has a 5 place. I don't know where he got it or what happened to Top Dog. So regardless of what he does in Q3, he's going to be pushed 5 places back. So he might have had a collision with somebody in qualifying too. So we'll see. We'll leave that for the stewards afterwards. I have no idea what happened there.
Yeah, that's always difficult to handle as a steward because qualifying in essence is done. You know, we can't give him 5 places back as a steward. Unfortunately, you know, if he supplies us footage, we can at least see what's going on. But yeah, there's nothing you can do about it. But just getting back to Tunable, so you know, also what you must remember is we're also looking at other leagues as well. We're looking at SAF, and we're looking at DRS, and we're looking at CDR, and Tunable, you know, has been racing, you know, in other leagues in higher up divisions. So he's not in tier 2. And he's been doing really well, and I think he's, you know, starting to get used to the no brake assisting. So he's just going to get quicker and quicker. So I expect him to basically start winning with about 2 to 3 races left.
Yeah.
You know, maybe even tonight.
Yeah. So we've got Nick Easton going out first. I'm expecting high 129s. Looking at Q2 timers with a low 130, so we might see high 129s this evening.
Yeah, looking at the Drivers' Championship, I mean, it's obviously we're looking at Nick, Shakes, and Arnu, if I'm not mistaken, or is it Brad? Yeah, Shakes, yeah. So Shakes not being here tonight, Arnu not being here tonight. All Nick needs to do is, and I know Nick is a very good mate of mine, he's very competitive. All he needs to do is to score points. That's all he needs to do. He needs to outscore Brad, obviously, for the constructors to get some points back for Red Bull. But he shouldn't be pushing tonight. I mean, any points that he gets is going to bring him closer to Arno and to Shakes. He's currently 3rd in the World Championship. And the same for tomorrow night with Bob. You know, Bob just needs to keep it clean tomorrow. He's up against 2 Red Bulls in terms of the constructors. Yeah, it's going to be, it's a difficult one.
Yeah, so obviously maximum points would be his first choice, but obviously any points tonight will bring him closer to his championship rivals because, as you said, they're not here this evening. Yeah.
I think Nick just needs to be clever about this tonight. I mean, I think he needs to see where he is halfway through the race. You know, and if he needs to put a pit stop in somewhere, maybe in second, and he knows he's not going to get first, you know, put a pit stop in, go for the fastest lap, get that 1 extra point, because that 1 extra point, at the end of the day, can make a huge difference in a constructors in a world championship. So. I know load shedding is back, and unfortunately we can't keep on cancelling races. So it is what it is, unfortunately. It's definitely something that we will look at next season. We'll make a rule in terms of attendance. But yeah, you can't just keep on cancelling races because a lot of work goes into this. And I keep on saying this, and I sound like a broken record. We've been more than 10 years in load shedding. And if you haven't made a plan yet, you know, barring guys who stay in townhouses and in flats, because there you don't have control over the situation. But if you haven't got yourself a small power supply, something like that, or an inverter, I'm not sure what you were doing for 10 years.
I'm one of those guys, unfortunately.
Yeah, I give up on you guys. I really do. I mean, yeah. But look, I mean, a lot of guys have come up. I mean, Top Dog, he's in matric this year, so he's.
No, he's working. No, Top Dog is working. He's not in matric.
Oh, sorry, it's Corsa. That's
yes.
in. So he's also in Premier Division. So he's going to definitely have more time to practice come next season. So he's going to be a force to reckon with. Yeah. Top Dog, we know, he's got a lot of pace. I personally think Top Dog's in the wrong division. He's definitely shouldn't be here. But we'll do things slightly different with the new game.
Nick nearly losing the car there, invalidating his lap, just getting some rear snap there.
You know what, if Nick's listening to this, and I mean as a team principal, I mean he's got the pace to put himself on the 2nd row. I don't think he'll be on the 3rd row. I think probably close to him will be a guy like Top Dog, but most definitely tunable. I don't think Brad's got the outright pace to battle for pole here at France. Hopefully he can prove me wrong. But Nick just needs to set the lap. I mean, just get a lap in. Take the pressure off yourself. Tonight you need to score points. If you do not score tonight, it is a valuable opportunity.
So Brad currently sitting on pole. Speaking of Brad, provisional pole.
There we go, 134. So he's, but let me just get my head straight here quickly. So Tunable did a 130.2, if I'm not mistaken, in Q2. So he's still 2/10 off what Tunable did, and we're not sure if Tunable
can replicate that again.
Yeah, if you, there we go, Top Dog 130.1. Yeah, there we go. So
Obviously,
Top Dog, yeah, definitely. I mean, he was always a Premier Division driver before he, everything got in the way for him. But it's important for the guys to start in Division 2 and work their way up to Premier Division. I'm very excited about next season. I think it's going to be a tight driver lineup. The registration needs to happen first. We need to see how many drivers still wants to race with us. That's going out on Friday morning. The guys have got the weekend to register. After that, we will start cleaning up the squad. But yeah, Top Dog, I mean, big pace. 130.1, that's really good stuff. I'm currently with Brad.
Yeah, so it's only Brad and Top Dog that's hit the 130 so far. The rest of the guys sitting in the 131s. And then we've got, I don't know what's his name, Marg, sitting with a 133 and the teacher with a 133.
So hang on, I actually sent you a voice note about that. So just go Atmar. I mean, that's
okay,
there
Atmar.
We go. That's the easiest way to pronounce it.
Yeah, it's a complicated name.
I tell you what, I've been commentating for CDR, and the names that pop up there, my word. If you think this gets difficult, that gets, you get stretched there, believe me, as a commentator, my word. But yeah, I expect Tunable to get into the 130s, low 130s as well. I expect him to challenge Top Dog. If Nick can just get himself...
I'm following Turnable around the track. It looks like he's hit the purple sector 2. If Codemasters is through. So he's currently in the 3rd sector. Let's see what he brings home.
Yeah, that looks like a good turn.
Oh.
Right, let's see what he does on the last here. You don't want to cut this too much because you'll just invalidate it. Try to hug it nice on the inside. Open up this for you. Losing the rear slightly there. That's going to cost
Let's see what he crosses on. 129.5. Very good lap by Turnable. Very good. Beating everybody else by 6/10. That's an excellent lap.
That is... The Super D, I bet you what, that's probably going to be pole for tomorrow night.
Yeah, most likely. Let's see. Nick just started his lap now. Let's see what Nick can do about the 129.5.
This looks nice and smooth, so everything will pop up green because that will be his personal purple
so
sector for him.
Yeah, definitely. That's so good first sector.
Runs a little bit wide there on the apex, so he might have lost like a couple of hundreds there. It's all about this. You don't want to invalidate this. This is probably the trickiest corner coming up now.
Yeah, you got a full send it. Looks the inside curve nice.
That was very nicely done. I mean, that was very close to track limits.
Using the curve to give him that extra rotation.
Let's see if
purple
sector 2 pops up.
I think it's purple sector 2.
That is, you are absolutely right. So this looks... Decides to stay in 5th. That's interesting because I see a lot of people going down to 3rd, 4th, but he chooses to stay in 4th there.
Maybe it's just traction.
He the inside. Yeah, it's all about getting traction through there. And I tell you what, this looks like a mega lap from Nick. So it's all about slightly. But is he gonna? Yeah, he actually turns it nicely there.
Yeah.
Open up the apex there for him. That was good rotation of the car. DRS wide open. Where's this going to put Nick?
Looks like it's going to be tight. Oh, 129.8.
I tell you what.
Very close. Very close.
8. So obviously lost 3/10 or 2.5 tenths basically to Tunable.
Let's see where he lost that time. Let's see. Race director. Let's see where he lost that time. So his sector 1 is a 22.1, 27.5 and a 40.1. Let's see. Turnable 22.1, 27.3 and a 40 flat. So it looks like it is in sector 2, maybe.
Sector 2?
Sector 2.
Wow.
Sector 2.
Wow. Well, I'm just on board with Atmar as well. He's on an outlap. He did a 133 flat, basically, on the softs. He's on another lap again. So he's on an outlap. My clock says 3.5 minutes to go, more or less.
Flat.
Alright, so Top Dog, he can probably get into the 129s. He's still in the pits. Expect him out a little bit later. Right, so Atmar's not holding back on his outlap. I tell you what, he's cooking his tyres. So let's see if that works for him. Let's see if he's got lots of tyre.
Yeah.
He might lose the tyres at the end of the lap.
I'll follow Dan. Let's see who's in front.
But I
Who's
tell you
gonna
what,
start the
Apmar
lap now.
did not hold back on that. So let's see. I'll stick with him.
Looks like the teacher is still out on the outlet. Let's go to Apmar.
Yeah, he had a good turn one, stayed in fourth, runs it nice, lines it nice.
Very nicely
right there,
cuts the
opens it
curve,
up
turn
for
3
him.
and 4.
Yeah, that's good. That looks very, very sexy from my point of view. So let's see if he's up in sector 1. Yeah, almost 4 tenths up.
Yeah.
Keeps it nice there within track limits.
So he's currently running in the 132, so on for a 132. So
Yeah,
another car
most
tailgating
definitely.
very closely. It looks like an Alpine that's following very closely, which is Sergeant Panda, but
The
Sergeant Panda's on
Alpines
the
have got
outlet.
that kind of nature in them to do that kind of stuff. Alright, let's see if he's up in sector 2. Yeah, 3 tenths up.
Yeah.
So he's carrying that momentum forward. Hopefully
Unfortunately,
he can cut another...
yeah, it's not going to take him out the P10. He needs about 2 seconds.
Yeah, you never know. He might just he might have had a big mistake
Yeah.
coming into here. I know if you touch this curb on the inside, your lap's gone. You want to stay away from that inside apex. Really pushing the Williams into the rev limiter here.
Okay, so Top Dog deciding to retire already for the 130 in P4, so he'll start in P9. Obviously dropping down for his 5th place.
Yeah, so
So
he
six
he
tenths.
went almost 7 tenths up, so that's
Yeah.
good by Apmar.
At least he's improving, you know. That's the main
Yeah.
thing. He's improving.
So except for the 129s and a 130 flat by Brad and by Top Dog, you know, Jark on a 130.7, Panda on a 131.1, Ron 131.2, Dan
Yeah.
131.3,
Actually, Nick is out on the lap again. I think he's trying to improve. Let's maybe jump on Nick.
Yeah, I
He's-
think he's got
he's-
a brand new set of
ah.
softs available. I don't think he's going to make it. I know he can try to cut as many corners as he wants to.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna make it.
it. Yeah, you never know. He might just get disqualified for this. I've seen the game do this horrible stuff. If you keep on doing that, the game just tells you this lap and the next lap's invalidated. So he
Yeah.
needs to be very careful how he do this. He's got 28 seconds. He must be very
Sergeant
careful how he do this.
Sergeant Payne, the 18th up for this time. So he's looking for a 30 flat there.
Right,
He's
the teacher
definitely-
just went faster as well. So teacher popped in just above Ron now.
Yeah.
It's on a 131.2.
Yeah, so Pan is on for a good lap here. Let's see what he can bring home. Looks like he's going to jump. Maybe even Top Dog. Let's see if he can do that. That would be great for the
Yeah, so
Alpines.
Nick obviously didn't make it. Well done, Nick. But hey, I tell you what, if anyone told me I have one driver for this race and,
So-
and I can have a front row
Yeah.
start, I would have taken it.
So Sergeant Pan improving the jumping jock into P5. With Top Dog having a penalty that will put him into P4, so he's starting on the 2nd row.
Yeah, so that will promote then Panda to 4th, Jock Slater to 5th, Teacher to 6th, Ron will be up in 7th. So that's good. Dan will also move 1 place up. And if I'm not mistaken, it's Mr. Panda who's getting his Thrustmaster very soon.
Yeah, no, he's been very vocal about it. He's very
I tell
excited.
you what, he can be as vocal as he would like to be. It is a big step. It is the nicest feeling that you can get, is to get something like that if you've never had a wheel in your life. I think it's absolutely awesome.
Yeah,
So well
it
done to
enhances
you,
the
Mr.
experience,
Panda.
eh? Enhances the experience so much. He just needs to
Yeah.
stick with it because in the beginning it's not easy transitioning from a controller to a
I
wheel.
feel
It's a completely,
battle.
yeah, it's a completely different thing. Like even I was on a G29, going from a G29 to a Fanatec. It's different, eh? The same setups that works for a G29 doesn't necessarily work for a Fanatec as well.
Yeah, so I'm Mark tunable for pole position. He got pole,
Yeah.
obviously, and Nick in 2nd, Brad in 3rd, Top Dog. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. So we need to keep an eye out on Nick in this race. We need to keep an eye out on Brad. That's
Yeah.
point scoring for the constructors. Which
And,
is
and
gonna
if
be
Top Dog
important.
can clear the traffic very quickly to get himself back in the fight again, because he's not too far off the pace as well, only 5 tenths Panda also
No, look,
looking
Top Dog
decent.
is very fast. He's very fast. It all depends
Yeah.
on the weather. It all depends on. You must also remember that Nick starts on the mediums. So if he can keep a couple of guys behind him, it's not a difficult track to overtake, I would say.
No,
With a
I
lot of
think
straights.
it's a fun track, Avalanche. I love this track.
I
It's,
don't fancy it I actually liked it on the previous game, on the 2020 game. This game, the car just feels extremely understeered for me, but
I love this
yeah.
fast sweeping coolness. I love to see it. No
I'm going to
bars.
send Stoffel
Oh,
just an invite again because I see he just left, so I'm just going to send him an invite.
yeah.
And then I'm going to make myself, why am I in a car? What's going on here? This thing
Yeah,
is
so just
in a car.
retire. It's probably because you never spectated or I don't know. You know, Codemasters and their tricks.
Oh man. Can I have a go at this?
Practice for tomorrow evening.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. So while
So,
I'm here, the race strategy tells me that it's a one-stopper. Rain expected on lap, well, basically at the end of the race, but very overcast conditions with about 5 laps to go.
yeah, so the guys out to the top, maybe the top 10, and maybe start on the hards. Let's see what everybody's starting on. So,
Full
we've
speed
got
on the
Turnable.
remote.
Yeah, so we've got Turnable on mediums, Nick Easton on mediums, then we've got Brad on the softs, Sergeant Panda on the softs, Shark Slater on the softs, Teacher on the mediums, we've got Ron on the softs, Dan on the softs, Top Dog on the softs, Atma on the softs, then we've got Boerta starting on his mediums, Sauls on his mediums, and then Mr. Avilach on his mediums.
Right, so all I'm
So,
going to do is I'm just going to go up to the start and then I'll just
yeah.
retire.
So Avalanche, can
soon.
you tell you one stopper medium hards or medium softs?
Yeah, medium hard, 2-stopper would be medium soft,
Yeah.
yeah. And then probably rain about 5 laps from the end if you can trust Ghostmasters.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I'm so glad I'm not racing on a remote anymore. I probably won't be able to do this. This
Yeah,
is ridiculous.
I don't
This
think
is
it's as fun,
ridiculous.
I don't think it'll be as fun racing
I
on
keep
the
on missing my
controller.
gear point. I'm trying not to hit Salzmeister from behind, so I'm just going to hang back. I don't want to... My word.
You say you'll never go back.
No, there's no way. I tell you what, I probably cut about 3 corners already. Track invalidation for me.
So I think Brad and Sergeant Panda want to really challenge the 2 medium runners in front. Get ahead of them as quick as possible and open the gap.
Mr. Boerta spun out already. So,
Let me just jump on him. Let's see what he's doing.
so he's actually, I'm in 12th position at the moment and I haven't even started the race. I'm quite excited for this.
He's enjoying the track.
Alright.
Maybe he's trying to hit the tires up by spinning out.
Hey, I tell you what, that's happened to me once or twice, so yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Boerta joining the grid now, so we're getting ready to start. Codemaster said they fixed the lights, so let's see if that is true. Let's see if we get the lights.
I don't trust anything from Codemasters, but yeah.
It's sad, eh? They've been making this game for years and we're still having silly glitches.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Right, I will just do turn 1 and I'll retire, then I'll get back to comms again.
So we're away.
I had a good start though.
Yeah. Turnable still in first. It looks like Nick Easton is challenging him. No incidents so far, what I can see. Everything looks clean. Somebody losing an end plate is the teacher spinning out, losing the front plate. I don't know who he collided with there. So we have some drama on turn 1 already. I'm sure you saw that action, the Avalanche.
I
As he spun out.
I did. I was quite excited backing up a position, yeah. Wait, yeah, there I spin out.
Yeah, I see him passing you.
I just want to go into the pits and retire there. I don't want to bring
Yeah.
out a safety car or anything stupid.
Okay, let's
Yeah,
look
that
at the
was,
front end. So Turnable with a 16, 5/10 gap on Nick. Brad losing some time. He's about 1 second behind Nick Easton. And then Sergeant Panda another further 1.7 seconds behind Brad. Brad making up some time, getting back into the DRS of Nick. Avalanche 16 seconds behind Teacher.
Would you keep quiet already? I'm catching.
Yeah. So let's see what's happening. We've got a crash. I think Nick is looking to put some pressure on Turnbull. Okay, let's do the interval. So we've got Dan coming up very close to Ron now, so let's jump on that action. Let's jump on Dan. He's basically on Ron's gearbox. Ron is on Top Dog's gearbox here.
I just lost my front wing.
So it looks like Dan's going for the overtake on Ron. Gets the move done, breaks a bit late. Can Ron bring it back? Dan gets the move done on Ron. Let's see positions gained. So we've got Top Dog already making up 4 positions. The top 4 staying in top 4 currently. We've got Top Dog making up 4 positions, jumping into 5th from 9th. We've got Dan making up 2 positions, jumping from 8th to 6th. We've got Boerta jumping up 3 places already. Well done, Boerta. We've got Afmar jumping up 1 place and Salzmeister jumping up 2 places.
Yeah, so interestingly enough, I mean, now that I've lost my front wing, Tunable and Nick doing very nicely in front on those mediums. It's staying ahead of Brad on the softs. I'm not sure what the tire differential is around here.
I think Brad needs to turn it up and catch Nick before his tires start going off, because otherwise Nick is just going to extend that gap on him. Looks like Turnable's got really pace. He's got Nick about 1.4 seconds out already. So doing really well. Let's just see any close battles. Apmar looks like he wants to put some pressure on Boerta. Boerta putting some pressure on Ron. Let's jump onto Boerta maybe. I know Boerta likes to give us action.
I can't see any telemetry at the moment. I'm not sure why, but hopefully it will set after this lap.
Yeah, I like to spectate Boerta. He always gives us some action, something to spectate and get excited about.
Very close to Ron, and he just needs to wait for DRS. Don't do anything silly now. And for some of the weird reason, Ron seems to be struggling on those softs, and Boerta's going on the outside. Is he going to try to do
he doesn't.
the double switcheroo? Yeah, hang on, he might just do the switcheroo, yeah? Run slightly wide.
Looks like Top Dog is closing in on Sergeant Panda now. I think he's going to catch him. I'm going to jump onto that action now. Apmar getting closer to Boerta as well. He's basically on his gearbox.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on this trio of Ron, Boerta and Apmar.
If Top Dog gets close, I'll jump on him. Yeah, no, definitely. He's looking up to make positions in this race.
Right, so Tunable Nick has taken Tunable, so Nick's up into first. So he's taken Tunable, obviously.
I don't know what happened to Tunable. Probably something because he was 1.5 seconds, so I don't know where he lost that time.
Well, he's used all his ERS. Him and Nick's got absolutely nothing left, so it's definitely it was probably a battle on the DRS straight. Yeah. And now Brad's joined in as well.
And it's very early lap 3 to be running out of ERS already. It's going to be a long race.
It's a very difficult circuit to build ERS. It is extremely difficult. Right, so this trio is still, Ron's still keeping station here with Boerta just behind him, and then Apmar looking very racy, which is good. And I tell you what, Boerta needs a good finish. He needs a good race finish. He needs to get into the top 6 or something.
So here we go. Boerta's probably going to take him on now. Boerta trying to stay in the slip. Can he make it? It looks like, who's that? Ron in front of him?
Yeah, DRS train. So Boerta maybe got a little bit too close to Ron there. But let's see.
Turnable putting immense pressure on Nick now at the moment. I'm watching that battle.
Yeah, Apmar's just waiting here. He can see 2 places coming his way.
Yeah. Top Dog looks very close to Sergeant Panda as well. I think he's going to take him in this DRS straight now. Let's see if he can get the job done. Dan, it says 4 seconds behind, but it looks like he's very close. So I don't know what's going on with Codemasters there. Looks like Dan's going for the... No, who's this? Yeah, Top Dog gets the move done on Panda. Well done. Just as the DRS in
having a look. Is he going to go on the inside? Thinks better of it. Well done, boats. Just make Ron aware that he's there, and Apmar sitting really pretty, yeah. So
So Turnbull and Nick getting really racy. There 2 tenths between the two. So Turnbull's basically in
Yeah, you know what?
Nick's
Nick just needs
gearbox.
to be sensible. Yeah, he's not fighting Tunable in the World Championship.
Yeah,
You know, he needs to keep Brad behind him. Brad is on a soft tire, so Brad not showing probably the pace that he should be.
yeah. So I'll probably give Turnbull the position if I was Nick, and then use the DRS to build up ERS again, and then look at taking him close to the end of the race, or maybe undercutting him, because it
Yeah.
looks like he's putting immense pressure on in the slipstream, basically right on his gearbox, gets the move done.
Alright, is Nick going to do the switcheroo here?
Doesn't look like it. It looks like he just came back into the racing line again.
Yeah, Nick needs to be clever here. I mean,
Yeah, just stick with him now. Stay in his DRS, because it looks like Turnbull is out of ERS again. So
yeah,
now Nick can
Tunable,
ride it again now. Yes.
You know, and also Tunable is not part of any of the. I mean, Ferrari is definitely not in a position to win the constructors. He's not in a position to win the World Drivers' World Championship this season. Where Nick is, and Nick needs to finish ahead of Brad. So main aim for Red Bull is to finish ahead of Brad. DRS
Yeah.
for Nick.
I
But
see
don't
Porter
think-
still staying in touch. Looks like Nick going for the move again on Turnbull, then backs out at the last minute. Porter getting a 3-second penalty. Run as well.
Alright. But I tell you what,
Oh,
Bertel's
let's see,
looking very
let's see.
racy on those
Ron
mediums.
going for the overtake, going on the outside. Let's see if he gets the old switcheroo. No, he doesn't quite get it done. But definitely Porter putting on pressure on Ron, looking for Ron to
This
make
is
the
good
mistake.
racing between these three. I mean, this is.
Atmar still staying in touch as well, eh?
I tell you what, he hasn't put a foot wrong. He's just been sitting there.
Yeah,
And then
but-
further down the field, we've got Sad Sergeant Panda. So Jock Slater went into the pits. Not sure why. I think he spun out when I spun out on lap 1. He pitted for eventually for Hart, so he's not expected to probably pit again until the rain
Ooh,
comes.
Porter nearly getting wing damage with Ron. Trying to cut the inside and Ron using the race line coming across Porter. Ooh, and they have a slight collision but no damage there. Ron going into the rear of Ron. I think he'll get the move done here. Looks like he had a better exit than Ron.
You know what? It is just so difficult. This straight's just not long enough, probably.
Yeah, and if you have wing damage here, remember it's such a fast track that you have to put you going to battle if you even have the slightest wing damage on this track.
Yeah, you will. So Brad's got his first 3-second penalty. He's getting very close to Nick now, but I expected Brad to be a bit more racy on the softs. They probably took a lot of life out in qualifying on those softs, so you can maybe expect that. So Top Dog, he's now 1.9 seconds behind Brad. And then you got the spike Ron, Buerta, and Apmar, and Solsmeister's on his way there as well. He's catching them very quickly.
Yeah. So it looks like Ron's getting
Oh,
the right exit or the right
making a
time.
move on Solsmeister.
Yeah, I see that. Ooh, they're going wheel to wheel, knocking wheels. So it looks like Ron is doing a good job of getting a good exit on the DRS straights, because it looks like even with DRS and Ron not having DRS, both are struggling to get past him. We might be running a lower wing setup that for Ron, both are struggling to pass him in the DRS straights. Because it looks like Porter catches him in the corners, but as soon as they hit the long DRS straights, looks like Ron is just able to keep Porter at bay.
Yeah, I think it's just trying to follow too closely. I mean, you know, Tunable has done that last week. He's bumped so many cars from behind, it was stupid. But he gets very close to the car in front. And that always makes me nervous as a driver because, you know, if I just get on the brakes a little bit earlier or if I miss a gear shift, the car behind me is into me.
Oh,
and,
looks like Porter's on
but
for the
Burkhart's
overtake here.
close.
Looks
No,
like
he's
it's
close.
yeah.
No, he's close.
But there we go.
Has he got there we
He
go.
goes for
There
the
we go.
inside, and he finally gets the move done.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, you know what? I think Buerta's going to pull away slightly now.
It looks like
I think
Apmar
he
putted
will-
already for the mediums. I think Apmar's going for the two-stopper, soft, medium here.
Yeah, so he's out on the mediums. Good going there. So Dan's going to pass him. Jark is a little bit too far behind, so he's not going to pass him. But Nick now keeping that gap 1.8 seconds. He's up. Also, you see that battle between him and Brad, between him and Tunable has actually released him slightly from Brad now. So he's now 1.4 seconds ahead of Brad.
It looks
And,
like
Brad's
tyres
going to have
might-
to pit soon, eh?
yeah, because it looks like all the soft runners has split already. Ron getting the move done on Porter again. So these two swapping positions.
The problem with Ron is he's all over the track, and you know he's already got. I just want to have a look at penalties for you.
Yeah, let's have a look at that.
So Ron's already got 6 seconds. Buerta's
Yeah.
got 3. And the problem with defending is, Ron's been running off track, and that might, we saw what he did last week with him, and then Buerta runs wide, he also gets a penalty. We saw last week the penalties cost, Ron, the race win, literally.
And the thing is also, Buerta's on the mediums as well. It looks like all the other soft runners here, so it looks like it's time to put for the soft runners. Brad looking to go very long on the softs.
Yeah, so Ron is in, so he's going to pit. I want to see where he comes out. He's probably going to come out just behind Upnar.
So
mediums for
Brad's the only soft runner that's still out there that hasn't pitted yet.
So
maybe
coming out.
It's a pity that you can only see the tire wear on PC. It would be nice to see the insight as to why Brad is taking out. If his tires are still good, what is current percentage? Maybe he's trying to look to stretch his tires and conserve his tires so that he can do a one-stopper, maybe a soft medium. So we'll see what transpires there.
Yeah, look, Nick's not opening that gap, so it's not like Brad's tires has gone off the cliff yet. I mean, it's over 2 seconds now.
Yeah.
I think Brad's had a moment there, so it's now 2.5 seconds.
Yeah.
So he's probably had a moment, but it's also very difficult. If you hang these tires out, they might come back to you. If they don't, you're going to lose.
So Top Dog looking to make a move on Panda again. Obviously Top Dog on 2-lap pressure tires, and Panda put it 2 laps earlier for the mediums.
I tell you what, Panda's probably so excited about getting his Thrustmaster. I tell you what, he's proving his wife that investment that he's made is going to pay himself off. So well done to him. And he looks racy. I mean, to keep Top Dog behind you, Top Dog we know is extremely fast, and to keep Top Dog behind you, that's some skill. That's skill. I don't care who you are, that's good skill.
Let's see. Approaching the
Brad
finished the race, so
full
10 seconds. Yeah, he put it now. Yeah, I think he was losing too much time.
Yeah,
and I think he was struggling with traction as well. So Top Dog looking to make the move on Panda now. Can Panda hold him at bay? Doesn't look like he's going to be able to do that, but Top Dog is again out of ERS. So maybe Panda can stay in with range and then maybe attack him again on the next ERS straight. So he just needs to keep it close.
The problem with Brad is he's pitted earlier now. He's behind this battle of Panda, Top Dog. So he's basically come out behind Top Dog.
Yeah.
So that last lap cost him so much time.
Yeah.
And he's got a 3-second penalty already. Chinable, no penalties. Nick, no penalties. Teacher, nothing. Top Dog, nothing. And then Dan and Apple.
So Turnable still extended that gap.
And just go do the old man thing, and I'll be back now.
No problem. So we got Panda still keeping in touch with Top Dog. He's doing well to stay in DRS, the Top Dog. Top Dog closing on Salzmeister. So Top Dog is the sandwich between the two Alpines. Can they strategize? Can they make it work? That they keep Top Dog at bay? Ooh, Top Dog getting very racy on Sauls here, looking to make the move. He gets the move done. Sauls, I think, allows him the gap, comes back into the line, obstructing his teammate a bit, but I think his teammate should get him on the straight. Yep, Sergeant Panda gets the move done on Sauls on his teammate. Buerta with another penalty. Let's see who's close. Brad's getting very close. So Brad's getting close to Sergeant or Salzmeister now currently. Having to back off a bit. Ooh, Saul's spinning out. What happened to Saul's? Did he lose it? I think it looks like Saul's DNF. We might have a safety car. Yes, we do. And it's a safety car. Unlucky the Sauls. That is a tricky traction corner. I think he just maybe got loose on that exit curb there. Maybe went a bit too wide. Tried to send it on the curb and then lost control of the car. Unlucky Sauls.
Right, he just joined the safety car was brought out by Saltzmeister. He spun out. Unfortunately, I missed that. But you got Chinable in front. Everyone decided to use that opportunity to pit. So the only people that we've got on the hards at the moment is Nikish, Teacher, and Ron. We've got Panda on the softs. Good start there by Chinable, getting away from Nick.
Very good.
Yeah, so
I was talking the whole time, but I was muted. I was talking through, and then I realized when you started talking, I must be muted.
I just heard this awkward silence and I thought maybe I must say something. The interesting thing for me is that
Nick's on the odds.
Yeah,
and
14 laps to go. I'm pretty sure the mediums will be.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens at the end. So obviously Nick's going to lose a lot of time to Turnable at the start, but let's see if that hard tyre can last basically coming at the end.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it will. I think it will be a bit too late there. And now he's batting Brad, although Brad has got 6 seconds or 3 seconds of penalties.
Yeah.
6 seconds, apologies for that. Ron's got a drive-through, so he's going to have to serve that drive-through somewhere along the line.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that was speeding under the safety car. Someone has fallen all the way to the back. I think it's Bertha. He had a spun.
Oh, did he spin again? Yeah.
Yeah, so he's gone all the way to 11.
And he's got 9 seconds of penalties as well now.
Yeah. Alright, so
Panda speeding the pit lane.
I just want to shoot this wing replacement here.
I think he had a vehicle, he's in with Top Dog, and Top Dog got a 5-second penalty, and I think that was on safety restart, where basically Panda maybe drove into the back of Top Dog.
Yeah, could be. Right, new wing, new pair of boots. So Panda's going to be on his way out. So Ron served his drive-through. He's starting to 10th, Bertha in 9th. He's trying to catch Jock Slater.
So Panda opting to go on the
odds.
Yeah, let's watch that.
Yeah, so probably Codemaster telling you that 12 laps on the mediums. That's why they went for the hards. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's see what tunable.
14 laps, 12, extra 2 laps shouldn't be that dire. Should be okay.
Jock Slater having a look at Akmar there.
Yeah, I'm busy watching that battle as well.
Yeah, Dan also getting close to Top Dog now.
Yeah.
To Aston Martin's. Good points for them tonight, 4th and 5th so far. Yeah, Nick doing a good job. I mean, he's doing everything that the team wants from him. He's staying ahead of Brad. There's valuable points, and he's doing everything from a championship, from a drivers' championship. So Shake's not here, Arne not here. This will bring him back into the fight again after last week's DNF.
I think if Brad doesn't have a place, I think the important thing for Brad to do now is stay in his DRS, and then Nick to try and push Brad out of his DRS. I think, that's the play from those two drivers. Looks like Nick's got him out now.
Yeah, Nick's been doing turn 1 and turn 2 very well. I mean, he's just, even last season, he was very strong on this track. And Chinable is not dropping him. Gap 2.4 seconds, so it's not like it's gone to 4 or 5 seconds already.
So it looks like Akmar's finding his rhythm again. He's basically now from 5/10, he's extended the gap to almost 2 seconds now. So Akmar getting back into the groove.
Yeah, so he's 5 seconds to drift from Teacher, so he might just be able to catch Teacher before the end of the race, but he's got penalties. It's going to count against him. Dan having a very good race, he's in 5th. And then Bertha, he's at the back of Jock Slater now. Is he going to have a go on the inside? Yes, there's enough time, there's enough space, there's enough tarmac, and there is enough brakes. Yes, there is. So he's going through, he's up into 8th. I tell you what, so he was running in 4th, I think, before the spun. Yeah, so good for him. I mean, if he can catch Akmar, which you tend to think he will, you know, Akmar being new to the league, Teacher might be slightly out of his reach, but Bertha, no penalties is going to play a role as well, so
and Bertha's got the pace, he just has some bad luck when he loses the rear, not fully comfortable with the car yet.
You know what, he's also in between that switcheroo thing of should he start switching off and where does he want to go, and so he's also in between 2 minds. I think at the moment he's on traction on medium and no brake assist or something like that, so he's also trying to improve. Yeah,
so Brad's starting to put pressure on Nick now. He's obviously got DRS, but both ERS lights are flashing for both drivers. So it's going to get interesting between the two now. It all depends what kind of exit Brad has on this
Yeah, once
fourth
again, Nick
corner.
shouldn't be fighting this too hard. Brad's got 6 seconds of penalties. Nick doesn't. The
Yeah,
last thing Nick wants to do is just get a penalty. He goes all the way to the left to break
the
the
slip.
slipstream. Yeah, so all Nick needs to, even if Brad comes past, he just needs to stick with Brad, try to force him into a mistake. And the hearts will come to him. I tell you what, give him another 6 laps or so. Those hearts will become really good. I don't think he'll catch tunable, but definitely protect himself against Brad.
I hate the odds on this game, man. The odds are terrible for traction on this.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Ooh, Brad, that was corner cutting again, so I'm pretty sure you got a warning for that. He's really pushing very hard at the moment.
We're getting very close to curb, having to correct his car there. Losing time to Nick.
Yeah, he's pushing really hard. It's very frustrating when you're behind someone on the faster tire and you just can't get past.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It's your head tells you need to get past, but you don't. You think to yourself, but why not? Because I'm on a faster tire, and yeah, it just messes with your head. Closest under battle on track. Teacher now behind Dan.
Yeah, it looks like Jock went into pits again.
Yeah, so Dan's gonna have to pit somewhere along the line.
No, definitely is.
Because he's 11 lap old mediums already. He's not
Yeah, so
get to the end of
Teacher
this.
should be catching him now.
Yeah, Teacher's got no penalties, so you know what? If Teacher can keep this clean with Dan sitting on, I just want to have a look at penalties. Dan sitting on 3, Top Dog on 5, Brad sitting on 6. If Teacher can get these hearts switched on this last 10 laps, I tell you what, this Oak's in line for a podium.
Yeah, he's mounting pressure. He's mounting pressure.
Not sure if he's lagging as badly on your screen as yours on mine.
Not really.
On board, but
yeah, I can see his car is jigging a bit here.
Okay.
So yeah, this is currently the closest battle on track. It's about 2/10. Everybody else is about a second. Brad is just keeping the second gap going there. Then everybody else is about 4 seconds behind. So we'll stick with this battle so long. Teacher making a good impression, clearing Nick by 4 seconds. So all that he needs,
doing very well, yeah.
he just needs to keep it steady now and not try and push too hard. He's got a comfortable gap. He shouldn't be taking any risk. Trying to preserve his tires. Let's see if Teacher can get the move done.
I think it's a little bit too far away. I don't think there's enough time to get to turn 1. You don't want to dive. No, he's not. He thought better of that. Well played to him. Buerta catching Atmar as well. He's now under 3 seconds behind Atmar, so doing a good job there.
Yeah,
Ron in 9th after his really brilliant performance last week, my word, in Singapore.
Yeah, 11 seconds behind. Looks like he's battling with the odds.
Yeah.
So Dan doing really well to keep Teacher at bay here. Brad closing it on Nick now to 5/10, so we'll jump over to that battle soon enough.
Yeah, so that's heating up as well. So there's only about 9 laps to go, and it's going to be interesting to see what these, unless there's another safety car. Ooh, Brad almost losing the rear there.
Yeah, tires are starting to age now. It's on 9 laps, and you sit about 12 laps, so interesting to see.
12 laps, I could be wrong. 12 laps, Tunable should definitely be safe. I think Brad might run out of time.
3 laps on the safety car, so you might be able to take it to 15 laps.
Yeah, no, you might be able to get through.
Yeah. Teacher getting very close to Dan again. Oh, he goes to the move on the inside. What do they do here? Oh, getting very close, but still keeping clean. Well done, guys.
Yeah, well done.
Teacher still within 2/10. Nick and Brad look like they're playing yo-yo there. Over second, under second.
Yeah, I think they're just controlling the gap. They're both using the EOS in the same place, so it's basically cancelling each other out.
Yeah.
But yeah, no penalties for Tunable, Nick, and for Teachers, so that's good driving. Right,
Teacher get the move done.
Yeah, get the move done. He's passed Dan. So now let's start looking at penalties. So he's 6 seconds behind Top Dog.
Top Dog is 5.
Yeah, but he might ask that time back, so I will count that.
Yeah, and then Brad, what is Brad sitting on now? Currently
Brad sitting on 6.
6 seconds.
Yeah, so 4 seconds from Top Dog to Brad, 10 seconds. So Nick needs to, Teacher needs to find 5 seconds somewhere. He needs to get very close to Top Dog, if not pass him.
So I think Brad's going to struggle at the end of the race. I don't think Brad's going to want to put. I think he's going to try and push to the end. So you might lose a lot of time at the end. So Teacher might be in for a P4 here also, depending on what happens, because I do feel that Brad is going to lose some time at the end.
Yeah. So Berto is now up into 8th. He's like 1.2 seconds behind Atmos. So I'll tell you, then we can jump on him to see how he and Atmos do. Further down the field, you've got Ron in 9th, Jock in 10th, not having the best races, and then Panda in 11th.
As soon as Berto gets into the ones,
I'll give you a shout.
Then we'll jump over to Berto and we'll just watch that battle and give those guys some airtime again.
Absolutely.
This is penalties galore, eh? You said it's very easy to invalidate track limits here.
There's a couple of tracks. I mean, there's Brazil. I would say Russia as well. It's very difficult not to get a penalty and be fast. 60% fast, 40% luck.
So we still got Dan fighting for that P5 position. It looks like he's still sticking with Teacher, looking to gain the position back.
Yeah, he's not giving up.
Yeah, but Dan, I think Dan's definitely going to have to put, otherwise he's going to suffer a punch-up. Because he's already on 40 laps.
He's got 7 laps left.
I doubt it will make 21 laps.
Look, the nice thing for him is he can pit and take the fastest lap. I'm not sure who's got the fastest lap.
But if he pits now, it looks like he will drop down into maybe 10th position.
Okay, so Tunable is pitted for a brand new pair of softs.
Really?
So surprise, surprise, he's got into the softs. That medium of his was done. So he's currently in 5th. Just getting out behind Teacher.
I would have made it last, so he's got a race on his hand now. He needs to make up a lot of places because I doubt Teacher will put, I doubt Top Dog will put.
I tell you what, there is 6 laps left. He is 15 seconds behind.
Yeah.
It's about 2 seconds a lap. He needs to clear Teacher, Top Dog, and Brad in that fight if none of them pit. And if I were any one of them, I would not pit now, seeing that the race leader's pitted. I will not pit. I will just try to battle him on track.
Yeah, definitely.
So if Nick can make this work, this will be such valuable points for Nick. And for
definitely.
I tell you what, it's like it's almost like the Alpha Tauri Premier Division has been carried the Division 2 guys, and in Division 2 the Red Bull team has carried the Premier Division because the Red Bull Premier Division is absolutely nowhere.
Let's not go talk about the Alpines.
Yeah, let's not. So let's keep an eye on Tunable. He needs to clear Teacher very quickly.
Looks like he's on for that.
Top Dog.
He's already within 5-10, so he already made about this more than a second up on Teacher. So
yeah, but he's also been using all his engine recovery system.
Yeah, it looks like
the last thing he wants to do is drive into the back of someone. So he doesn't want to do that. Yeah, he just gets superior traction. There we go.
Yeah.
He's up into 4th now. Now the fight starts. 5 laps to go. He's 14 seconds, so he's only gained a second that lap. Well, now that he's got clear air, we'll see how that gap shrinks. We expect
he's got a tough adversary in Top Dog in front of him. It's not going to be easy.
We expect him to be 12 seconds behind Nick by the end of this lap. And there we go. His first 3-second time penalty. Yeah, so Nick, just keep it on the black stuff, don't get penalties. And he should be all good.
Because I think Top Dog, it'll be tough to pass Top Dog.
You know what, if I was Brad, I would just hang it out. I would not pit.
Hang it out, why not?
Yeah, Top Dog the same, hang it out. so Tunable is 6 seconds behind Top Dog, and he's now 12 seconds. I tell you what, he's been cutting corners. He's going to get another penalty very soon if he keeps on doing that.
Oh.
And no ERS for him. He's absolutely deleted it. Trying to catch the guys.
Nick warnings. Let's see if Nick has any warnings. Josh?
I think he's got 2. And so next one
Looks one. Only one warning.
One only. Yeah, that's good driving. Good discipline.
Yeah.
Right, so Brad 2.3 seconds behind Nick. Let's just have a look at... So at the moment, Top Dog will be second, Brad will move down into third, based on penalties.
Tunable setting the fastest lap, as expected.
Yeah, as expected, he's on the softs.
So it's not really making a big impression on Top Dog, eh? It's not coming down that quickly. So like I said, yeah, Top Dog is going to be a difficult adversary to pass.
Yeah, he needed to do 2 seconds a lap plus the overtakes. He's only managed to get a second that lap, so yeah, 4 laps to go.
Closing in on Top Dog, but I don't think it's to get him back to P1. I think it's a bit, a bit far-fetched.
It's a bit of a stretch maybe for him. Yeah. Right, further down.
So we've got Dan again closing in on the run. So he's on fresh softs as well. So that should be interesting. We'll just jump back again to Tunable in a bit. Let's say that's Dan. Let's see. Dan looking to make the move on Ron currently. Can he get it done? Looks like he's getting it done. He gets it done.
Right, so Dan up into 6th, Ron in 7th, with some 10 seconds behind Ron.
So Dan's not...
another 3-second penalty, that's not going to help him.
Not at all. So Brad is currently sitting on 9 seconds of penalties. So that's definitely Top Dog P2.
I tell you what, that's probably going to bring in Tunable as well. If Tunable can carry this pace for the next 3 laps, I'm not sure when those stops are going to go off. But yeah, he will definitely catch Top Dog before the end of the race. I'm not sure about Brad.
Let's come to Jacques.
Yeah, you can see him.
So Jacques chasing down Botha now, currently 4 tenths behind Botha. Botha's obviously got the soft, so I don't know, but looks like Jacques is very racy on this medium.
Yeah, it's good. So Tunable, I tell you what, he's catching Top Dog very
Yeah, I'll just jump onto that battle. That's going to be a very good battle. I know Top Dog won't concede that position very quickly, very easily.
He's on 13 laps all the time.
Looks like Jacques Slater gets the move done on board as well. No, looks like Akmal got the move done on Jacques. Looks like Jacques was very close to Botha.
Probably just lost it somewhere.
Yeah.
And Akmal,
So Botha getting very close to Ron again. It looks like these two have been having a battle on track for the entire race.
Yeah, it's been the whole night for these two. I mean, they're good friends. They will manage.
Looks like Botha's going for the move again. Turnable closing in on Top Dog. I'm going to jump over. I just want to check if the Botha gets the move done.
Yeah, he gets the move done. Well
okay,
done.
let's go to Turnable.
P7.
So Turnable within 5 tenths of Top Dog now. I know Top Dog is going to put up that fight. He's not just going to concede the position easily.
Yeah, both of them are out of ERS, so it's going to be... Top Dog or Tunable has done 4 laps on his soft, so the problem with his soft is they're going to drop off, although the temperatures looks to be much lower now. So he might not have a big drop off, but expect him to put that Ferrari in somewhere on the inside.
Yeah.
Probably, because he's just going to get superior traction out of
he's already all over the gearbox of Top Dog, and Top Dog doesn't have ERS basically.
No, he's going to get this done. There we go, ERS.
Let's see this.
No ERS to actually fight that one.
Yeah, and on soft as well. Gets it easily done. Makes light work of it.
Right, now he's 3 seconds behind Brad.
Yeah, and Tunable's got 3 seconds. So Top Dog, if he gets the 5 seconds removed and it stays within 3 seconds of Tunable, you can get this P3 back.
Absolutely.
But you don't wanna do that also. You want the position on track also, you know, as a driver.
Yeah.
You want to beat somebody on track. It's not about the 3 seconds
Very
afterwards.
true.
But yeah, Turnbull quickly opening the gap up on Top Dog has got him out of his DRS again, so Turnbull looking to make tracks here. He's hungry to catch Brad. We'll see
Yeah,
what
look,
happens.
I mean,
He's got 2
he will
laps.
he's going to catch Brad anyway on penalties.
Yeah. But you know,
So,
he wants to get to Nick, so he wants to catch Brad first and foremost.
yeah,
And then,
look, he's not gonna catch Nick. He's gonna
Yeah.
run out of time.
no, definitely is.
He's probably gonna get another penalty very soon.
So
by
Top
catching
Dog with
Lewis.
another 3-second penalty now. Look,
Yeah, so Brad's sitting on 9, Tunable on
Yeah.
3, Top Dog effectively sitting on 3 because I bet you that 5 seconds is gonna get removed.
the jump on Ron looking to make a move on Akmar. Ooh, what happens to... Oh, Ron's ducking into the pits. Probably wants to go for fastest lap.
Well, I don't know, it's raining. It is raining in the pit lane.
Yeah, but it's way too early to...
Yeah, most
Yeah, he's going on Inters. It's way too early for the Inters. He decided to go on
Singapore
Inters.
doesn't come twice in one season, Ron.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
way
what?
too early on that Inters. It's too late for the rain.
Yeah.
So he's just
Well,
given
now
up like
within
2
a
or 3
second.
positions now for the pit stop. So
Unless
Tunable,
it gets absolutely chaotic with the rain.
yeah. So Tunable
Yeah.
closing in on Brad now. So let's watch that battle. Let's see if we can take him on the start first finish with Brad. Just needs to defend for 1 more lap. It looks like he'll get it done, most likely. Cuts on the inside, passes him. Ooh, goes very close here. Actually, goes into Brad. Gives Brad a 3-second penalty for going into Brad. Basically knocks him off the track. But I'll leave that one for the stewards to decide.
Yeah,
but he
we'll leave that one.
yeah, he did go a bit early to the right there.
Yeah, so no matter what Tunable does, he's not going to win. I mean, he's got 3-second
Yeah.
penalties. Nick has got absolutely nothing. So in essence, he's 5 seconds adrift of Nick. Yeah, so all Nick can need to do is just keep Tunable behind him and cross the line.
Yeah,
He's
so
got 2
Akmar
sectors
getting
left to
close
go.
to. Let's see Akmar getting very close to Botha. These two has also been at it for almost the entire race. Looks like Akmar gets a very good, definitely
He
more
does,
confident
he
in the wet than
does.
Botha. Botha looked like he's not too confident in the rain. He doesn't trust the car in the rain. Akmar got superior exit there after that last corner. It wasn't even a race.
Right, so Nick entering now the penultimate. Maybe you could just jump on our race winner here.
Yeah,
Nick.
let's do that.
Right, so he's got 3 seconds. Yeah, he kept that gap nice and comfortable. 3
Yeah.
seconds. Short shift, try to get traction out of this.
I don't know what happened to
sexy
Tunable. Looks like Tunable lost the position to Brad again. Tunable might have got damaged for pushing too hard in this conditions. Because he's about 4 seconds already behind Brad, so
Ooh,
Top
he
Dog gets him as
passed
well.
by- Yeah, Top Dog.
So
but
I
he's
think he's
ghosting
got
at the
damage.
moment.
So well done Nick as Nick crosses the line. Well done on the Waysering, mate. Good race,
Here we
brilliant
go.
race.
Team Red Bull. Wikis. Nice
Tunable
done.
looks,
Well
looks
done.
like he lost. No, he hasn't lost the input. I think he's just battling for
Yeah,
traction.
No, I think he lost internet connection. I think he went into load shedding.
Oh, okay. But then-
Because he was ghosting for me.
Yeah.
The last couple of corners. So he probably just lost internet connection.
Yeah,
with
but
the
still
AIP
finishes
set to
second on
0.
track, eh? Still finishes second with penalties. So,
Wow.
still finishes second.
Yeah, so Brad third, Top Dog. You can expect Top Dog to jump into third after his Stewart's appeal. Brad will move down to fourth in Conteach and fifth Dan. Boats. Panda has just jumped Boats. So Panda, is he? No, Bert has jumped Panda. Oh, there's a big battle still at the back there. I tell you what, this is
serious?
Jock, Bertha and
Let me see.
Panda. Oh, it's close. Are they gonna do it? I tell you what, these three went almost 3 adrift in the second last corner. That was immense. So Bertha finished in 7th, Jock in 8th. Bertha gets switched down to 8th, sorry, Akmar 7th. Panda, yeah, he is in 10th, and then Ron, strange decision for him to go on the
Yeah, the Inters, yeah. thank
Well,
you.
let's just wait for the loading screen before we say goodbye to everyone.
Yeah, so yeah,
so we
the,
could
the
just
guys
get-
gave us some good action this evening. There was some good racing, some good overtakes. So yeah, thank you to you two for entertaining race this evening, and thank you for everybody for joining us on the stream this evening. It's much appreciated. Please be sure
Yeah,
to catch us
absolutely.
tomorrow night in Premier Division. Unfortunately, I will not be racing due to
It
Eskom's
doesn't really
ball.
matter if me or you are racing. We're normally out by lap 10, so it doesn't really matter.
I was expecting to do well tomorrow night, Avinash.
You expect to do well every week, young man.
I have to. I have
There
to.
we go, your Codemaster driver of the day, Top Dog. He gets
Yeah.
driver of the day. So let's just go through the standings before we say cheers. I just want to catch this on the stream. Alright, so Nick gets all closer to that top spot in the World Championship. It's a three-way battle between him, Shakes,
And Arno.
Tunable in second, good drive by him. Expect Top Dog to jump Brad in third. Good points for the Red Bull team and the constructors, trying to catch up with the Alpha Tauri, who's ahead. Further down, you've got Dan Upnar, Buerta finishing in 8th, Jock and Panda. D, thanks so much for doing this, and
Thank you for joining me, Avalanche.
tomorrow night. It's an absolute pleasure, young man.
It was a lonely stream until you joined me, so it's always
I
better to have two
guilty
people.
if you guys
No.
are lonely. Oh. Listen, thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Thanks, D, and we'll catch you guys next
only a
week
pleasure.
in Mexico. We'll have some tequila.
First tomorrow night, obviously France Premier Division. Please
Yes,
tune in.
France Premier Division, but I'm looking forward to tequila in Mexico, so I'm happy.
All right.
Brilliant. Thanks, everyone.
Guys, cheers.